Hello family, this is Greg coming to you once again from FaithsMessenger.com. I want to talk today about your gift, the gift that God has given you to the body of Christ. And I want to say that once you find what you've been created to do, what you have found, what God has placed in your heart to supply to the rest of the body of Christ, it can be euphoric. It can be so gratifying, so satisfying once you find your gift, your talent, or your ability. But I would suggest to you that there's a gift that we all need to access even prior to discovering whatever that gift or talent is that you have to minister to the body of Christ. And that gift is the ability to be available. The ability to be available. There's a saying in the NBA, the National Basketball Association, that the best ability is availability. If you're not available, it nullifies any physical ability you may have because you're not available. I'd like to share with you a story that happened to me, something that happened to me and my wife a few years ago. We were in a church and the minister was talking about time management. And he was saying that if you're not managing your time well, you're basically no good to the body of Christ. He was really coming down hard on those who have been challenged in managing their time. And to illustrate his purpose, he said, I'm going to make my email address, my personal email address, available to everybody in the church for you to email me, and I will email you back within 1 week's time. Now, this was a church of thousands and thousands of people, so it was a pretty interesting challenge, to say the least. So he put his email address up on the screen and invited the congregants to email him, and he would personally email them back. So I took it upon myself to not necessarily take him up on the challenge, but he was an interesting man. I'd like to get to know him better. I'd like to get to fellowship with he and his wife. So I sent him a message and I said, I really appreciate your message. I really enjoy your service. And my wife and I would like to take you and your wife out to lunch just to get to know you a little bit better. And he emailed me back. Kudos to him. He emailed me back just within a couple of days. And it was just a couple line email. He said, my wife and I are very busy. Thank you for the invitation. And I felt a little cheated because, sure, he answered my email. And no doubt he answered everyone's email, but it takes 2 seconds to write down a 2-line response. And I was kind of put off because he wasn't available. I believe that my pastor should be available to me. I believe that the staff should be available to the congregants. If you're not available, again, what use are you? So I said all that to say that you can minister in a myriad of different ways. You can love in a myriad of different ways. But if your ministry, if your method of operation, if your ability to love is curtailed by your unavailability, again, what impact are you having to the body of Christ? Because when the body of Christ needs you most, you're not available. So I would ask for you to pray about, once you found your ministry, once you found your gift, once you found your calling, to add to it the ability to be available to the body of Christ, to minister that which God has placed in your heart to minister. So I want to leave you with that today, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye-bye.